Hello everyone, my name is Soumya Jha and this is Farm Easy. The theme I chose was the third theme, Digital Fields for Greener Yields. I am doing my BTech in Mathematics and Computing from MS Ramaya University of Applied Sciences, Bangalore. Let's talk about the problem statement. There exist government institutes already in place who get funding and resources to provide farmers with certain help which they require, which includes skill building, training, demonstration and sharing of new tools, providing seeds, plants, and resources, promoting partnerships and collaborations. But there exists a huge digital gap in the market currently because these benefits are accessible only by the farmers who live nearby these institutes. So I believe there is an inaccessibility to these resources, not unavailability. This leads to farmers making not well informed decisions and a huge unfairness in resource distribution. So if you can see in this, this is the Krishi Vigyan Kendra where I did my research. So the yellow region is covered by Krishi Vigyan Kendra and all the other regions under the red and these ones are not clear covered by Krishi Vigyan Kendra. So during monsoons when this river floods out, the Krishi Vigyan Kendra provides warehousing solutions to store their produce so that it does not get spoiled. But these benefits are only accessible to farmers living nearby the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. To solve these problems, I created an application, FarmEasy. It's a unified AI powered assistant which supports communication in voice and text and in native languages. It has image based crop recognition features and real time government integration, as well as web and mobile access. It also provides government scheme navigators and personalized advisory. In detail, we'll see. First of all, when I launched it for the farmers, when I talked to them, I realized the importance of launching it in their language. So, in local languages, three local languages I launched it: Hindi, Kannada, and Maithili. Second thing is, farmers do not have access to smartphones, they only have access to internets. That's why, major purpose to help it reach into remote areas, I made sure this can be accessed as long as you have internet access. No smartphone is required. Third, it gets live updates from Krishi Vigyan Kendra website. As soon as Krishi Vigyan Kendra or other government institutes make any updates on their website, it gets updated on my application. Farmers can ask for queries, register for training programs, see weather updates, as well as it has voice enabled chatbot in four languages. So these are some screenshots of my application. We provide with government scheme navigator, market intelligence for any crop, any location and any forecast that they want. They have personalized advisory, government scheme, market intelligence, crop diagnosis, government information, as well as they can register for training programs here as you can see. And they have a chatbot that can reply to them in any language they're comfortable in. The entire application is can be translated into four local languages that are translated in. Now, the resources and the methods I did to do this was on ground research. To solve any problem, we have to go to people and talk to them. So I talked to them, is there any other problems you're facing? Is there anything you'd like to see to make the improvements in the app? Why is this app helping you? So two major reasons that we got. First one was they provide opportunities to their students. If you can see in the pictures, they have they have uh, they have labs and equipments and computer labs set up, so it helps their kids to get educated and get more opportunities. And second point is there is an unfairness between farmers in urban areas and farmer in rural areas. Farmer in urban areas are able to sell to consumers like us who want organic produce and are willing to buy their produce at, let's say, 45 rupees per kilo. But rural farmers in remote areas, they have to sell it in bulk to big retailers, and the maximum price they get is 9 rupees, 10 rupees per kilo for the same produce. So, this was the unfairness which I wanted to eradicate for them. So, the proof of the growth of my application is this. So, I launched my app in their local language, and the government tied up with me. And they used to have 40 to 50 users, but ever since they started using my app, their user count and their reach increased to 120 users. And the second thing that we're trying to implement is an e-commerce portal to solve the problem where the farmers in remote areas do not have access to sell directly to consumers like us who want organic produce and are willing to pay an average price of it, which farmers in rural areas do not get. Third thing we want to implement is adding more states and languages to make it national. And one thing that I believe in and why this application is very, very important, there are a lot of agricultural advancements out there. They're making drones and IoT integration and everything. But it does not close the loop if it does not reach the farmers. All the agricultural advancements, all the technological advancements, they all go to government institutes for development and funding and mass production. But The loop is not closed if it does not reach the farmers ultimately in the end. And it will only reach the farmers ultimately in the end when this digital gap, this digital gap is bridged between the farmers and these institutes to every extent. Only then we can truly say that we have agricultural growth in our country. And this is the proof of internet penetration in India. And there are more internet users in rural area than urban areas. And internet usage is becoming increasingly widespread and diversified among rural areas. This is a market study on how we have made a plan which is more helpful to the farmers than other companies, because other companies, they buy in bulk from the farmers, they label it as their own organic produce and sell it to the consumers. Again, the farmers have to go through some middlemen in order to sell their produce. So this is our future plans. And this was my application pharmacy and my idea on why we need this application right now during the agrotech growth and rising internet penetration and the untapped government potential. No farmer wants their children to be a farmer because farming is seen as a profession which is not tend towards technology and growth and ease of life. We should change that to make farming very much tech oriented and artificial intelligence oriented, and to walk with the times. Second thing, why I like Japan and why I'm interested for this event and this competition and very, very looking forward to this opportunity is I have learned Japanese for 4 years in my high school, and I'm an avid reader. And Osamu Dazai and Chuya Nakahara are two of my favorite authors. I really, really like their book. And I also believe Japan and Japanese industries, Japanese companies have the idea and the mindset of creating products which actually help the people, of creating solutions which actually reach the people. So I believe my application, it's more of helping the people than building a business profit and a business empire for myself. It's more of helping the people and leaving an impact with all the knowledge that I've gained, all the skills that I've gained. So I believe Japanese education system and the culture of Japan tends to care more about people. And this is why my idea, my mindset, and my principles and morals are very much in tune with what Japanese industries and companies tend to do, which is leaving an impact for society, to society, to create something good for the coming generations. And that is why I believe this is a very, very good opportunity for me, and I'm very suitable for being of pursuing this with the esteemed company that I'm developing this for. So this was my proposal for Talent for Japan 2025. Thank you very much.